Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Brandon, and today I actually want to start things a bit different. Most times, you jump into these videos and you really have no clue who the person is. You have no clue like why you should actually even listen to what they have to say. Um, so if you're here, first things first, voice AI is really what we're going to be covering. That's what pretty much all the channel is going to be about, right? Voice AI is the new wave. A lot of people are doing different things with AI, automations, and things like that. And voice AI is really kind of where I've kind of settled, and I believe where I've kind of found my footing. So I guess just a little bit of my story, my background. Grew up in Atlanta, Georgia, by way of Stone Mountain and Decatur primarily. But honestly, the biggest thing for me, which is what channeled me to get to this point, was the curiosity of kind of what's within, what makes the things go, like how do they tick, and that's really what drove me into technology. And technology is something that I've always been fascinated with. I've always, in some way, shape, or form, I always knew I wanted to do some type of engineering or something like that. So then fast forward, went to college, computer science, ended up with the information systems when I graduated, and have a master's as well. And around like 2010 is really when I became involved with technology as a corporate, individual, actually getting paid to do various technological things and whatnot. And that really just spun off into me doing a lot of database programming, database management, performance analytics, all type of stuff like that. Even you see the shirt here, Tableau, definitely a savant and done a lot of stuff there when it comes to like visual analytics and things like that. So yeah, it's just been one of those things. At the time, at that particular company, I was the fastest to get basically promoted from a junior to a senior developer. Because at that company, I was actually a developer, doing a lot of things there for that. So that was pretty cool. That was definitely fascinating from the perspective of understanding the process flow of how things should work from the user experience or the UX side of things. Because oftentimes we think about it of like, okay, I'm the developer, I'm the builder, here's what it should do. And it's like, well, who's actually going to be using it? Who's your target audience? And, um, that was definitely a learning experience there. That was pretty good. So I worked there for a while. I moved on to a different company doing similar type stuff. And both of these were, $1 billion companies. So we're not talking about your mom and pop, rinky dink shop. These are big shops. A lot of extremely capable individuals, very small analytics groups. So these weren't like very easy. They were very much coveted positions, serving thousands of people, right? So it was very, very much high performance, high stress type environment of which I'm still in, right? And I enjoy it. So it's all good. The biggest point is voice AI, why it matters, why we're here. The biggest thing I will tell anybody when it comes to just artificial intelligence, AI, automations, all that, the systems, all that kind of stuff that you hear, all these kind of buzzwords, is that it has nothing to do with quote unquote taking jobs or any of that. The biggest thing is efficiency gains. That's the biggest thing. So in regards to what we're talking about with voice AI, when it comes to small businesses, when it comes to, a lot of owner operators and things like that, oftentimes efficiency is your biggest issue. It's not that you need more leads. It's not that you need more customers. It's efficiency. It's efficiency of getting more reviews for your business so that way people can find you and understand that you actually do good work. It's efficiency of people call you, you don't answer, but they still need a way of understanding that you receive their information and that you'll get back to them via some type of interaction beyond just them leaving you a voicemail. It's the efficiency of being able to contact your past business clients and things like that and offer your services again to them without you having to physically dial numbers one by one. Those are three things that are extremely impactful for a small business, a local business, even larger businesses. They all do it. You might not recognize it or understand it. And honestly, some of it is AI, some of it is just systems. Right? So that's what it is. Now, when it comes to voice AI, it helps because, again, when people call your business and you don't pick up the phone, now you actually have a mechanism in place to answer that call, respond to them in a conversational, smart way, and then be able to collect that information and it regurgitate it back to you, the business owner, so then you can take action and do something with it. Now you've just saved, a potential a deal or potential, whatever. So, let's just hypothetically say you repair garage doors, they call, you answer, or the voice AI answers, and now you got their information and you're able to go ahead and set up an appointment, book the job, etc. That might be, a few hundred to a few $1,000s that you gain right there when you did not actually have to be available. The voice AI took care of it for you. So, I mean, this channel honestly is going to be for people, whether they're looking to start a voice AI business, whether they have a business and they want to implement it, or whether they just really just want to understand like what's the rave of voice AI in particular. That's what this channel is for. That's who the channel is geared towards. I'm going to do a lot of builds of voice AI, and I will actually walk you through step by step each and every single one. I'm going to obviously talk about it a lot as far as some of the platforms you can use for it and how to set those up. I'm going to talk about it in regards to particular businesses. So I'm going to actually set up voice AI agents for particular businesses, whether you're a dentist, a roofer, a plumber, electrician, etc. As you see, a lot of them are going to be home service based, but not all of them. But that's where we see a lot of need for it. So obviously that's where I'm going to kind of focus on it. So you're going to get all of that. And on top of that, you're just going to get me every single week with a couple new builds, a couple more information. And hopefully it's something that you yourself are able to digest and really thoroughly enjoy. The one difference I'll say about what I do versus some of the other people, it's not going to be a lot of fluff and patty cake and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be really straight to the point. And I'm going to try to make it as black and white and as crystal clear as possible for you. Because I feel that that's the best way to actually digest information if you just kind of give it to me versus kind of beating around the bush or trying to backdoor with a sales pitch. Right. So, yeah, man, the only thing I would ask is, hey, you subscribe to the channel. Feel free to leave a comment. You leave some comments about maybe what you'd like to see or things like that. I appreciate that. I always enjoy the engagement. So, yeah, beyond that, man, just like, subscribe, and then Brandon, I can't wait to talk to you. All right. Have a good one. Peace.